students, welcome to my class. Today we are going to start the discussion on a chapter that is measurements and experimentation. Okay, so let us start the class. Students, let us start the discussion with system of units and units in SI system. Before going for units, we should understand what is measurement. Suppose we have some physical quantity and we need to measure it. What is the value? What is the quantity actually? How much is the quantity? So then we go for the measurement. And for that, what we do? We take a constant physical quantity of the same nature and compare it with the physical quantity with us, so that it gives us the measurement of that particular physical quantity. For example, suppose I have some rice and I don't know what is the quantity or how much is the rice that is with me. For that, what I do, I weigh the rice, okay, comparing it with 1 kg of weight. So when I compare, I find it out to be 15 kg. Fine. So the physical quantity which I have has 1 kg of weight. That means the 1 kg, it is contained 15 times in my physical quantity, that is rice in this case. Okay, so 15 times of 1 kg is there in the amount of rice that I have. That is why we say that the physical quantity is compared with a constant physical quantity of the same nature. I cannot go for meter, liter or anything else. I have to go for the physical quantity of the same nature, and then I can have the measurement of whatever physical quantity I have. Hope you understand. So what we can see over here in this measurement, that is 15 kg, we have two parts, that is a constant and another quantity. Okay, so the constant and the quantity, that is the constant and the quantity together gives us the measurement. Okay, so we can define measurement as the comparison of the given physical quantity with a known standard quantity of the same nature. Okay, and what is the unit then? The quantity, that constant quantity with which we compare the physical quantity, is nothing but the unit. So here the unit is kg. Okay, so we have 15 units of rice and 1 unit is 1 kg. That is why we have 15 kg of rice. So how can we define unit then? A unit can be defined as the constant magnitude that is used to compare the magnitude of the given physical quantity of the same nature. Okay, hope you understand. Students, let us now discuss about the choice of unit. That means we need to choose the proper unit before going for measurement. Okay, so some points are to be kept in mind. Those are, the unit should be of convenient size. It should be of convenient size. That means suppose we need to measure a piece of cloth. We don't need kilometer. We can go for the meter. Every unit has some multiple and some multiple units. That means bigger and smaller units. So for measuring a piece of cloth, we can go for the centimeter, which is the sum multiple unit of meter. Okay, it should be possible to define the unit without ambiguity. Okay, there should not be any ambiguity while defining the unit. If we are going for the measurement of distance, it should be meter and it can be defined very easily without any ambiguity. Okay, the unit should be reproducible and the value of unit should not change with space and time. With the change of space and time, the value of unit should remain constant. It should not change. Okay, these points are to be kept in mind while choosing a unit. Okay, students, let us now discuss about kinds of units. We have actually two kinds of units: fundamental units and derived units. Fundamental units are also called basic units. So what are fundamental units? Fundamental units are independent units. They don't depend upon any other units. They cannot be changed by any other fundamental units and they cannot be related to any other fundamental units. For example, unit of length, mass, time, temperature, amount of substance are fundamental units. We are going to discuss about the fundamental units in detail later on. And what about derived units? Derived units are those units which are built using the fundamental units. That means they cannot stand alone. They need the fundamental unit for their own construction. For example, unit of volume. Volume has the formula length into breadth into height. So length, breadth, height, they give us length. So we need to have the unit of length to get the unit of volume. That means length cube would be the unit of volume. So it depends upon a fundamental unit. That's why it is a derived unit. Same way, when we go for the unit of speed, it is distance. Speed is distance by time. So it depends upon the unit of length, because distance means we are calculating length. So it depends upon unit of length and time. So unit of length and time, they are fundamental or basic units. But unit of speed is derived unit. We will discuss these units in detail later on. Okay. Hope you understand about the kinds of units. Students, let us now discuss about the system of units. In mechanics, length, mass and time are fundamental quantities, and the units those are used to measure the fundamental quantities are called the fundamental units. We have some system of units. Let us now discuss about those systems. Okay. Students, there are three systems of units as you can see over here: CGS system, FPS system and MKS system. Okay. So CGS system is French, FPS is British and MKS is your metric system. Okay. So as we have already discussed that there are three fundamental quantities: length, mass, time. So in CGS system, we use centimeter or cm for length, gram or g for mass, and second or s for time. In FPS system, we use the unit foot or ft for length, pound or lb for mass, and second s for time. In MK system or metric system of units, we use meter or m for length, kilogram, kg for mass, and seconds s for time. Okay, these all are the system of units. These all systems are not in use nowadays. Nowadays we use SI system of units, which is unmodified or you can say enlarged version of the metric system. Okay, now we will discuss about the SI unit. Okay, students, in 1960, the General Conference of Weights and Measurement recommended that in addition to the units of length, mass and time, units of temperature, luminous intensity, current and amount of substance to be included in the fundamental units, and units of angles and solid angles are to be included in the complementary fundamental units. So these 7 fundamental units are now included in the SI unit. What is SI unit? That is Systeme Internationale de Units. Okay. So the following table shows us the details about the SI unit. Okay. Students, we use prefixes to the SI units to express larger or smaller units of that particular kind. For example, we use kilo, hectare, deca for expressing larger units. Same way, we use deci, semi, milli to represent smaller units. Okay, so the following two tables gives us the detail of meanings of the prefixes. Those are used for greater units and smaller units. Okay. Students, let us now discuss a small example to understand how a physical quantity with higher measurement unit can be represented in terms of its lower measurement units. Okay. So, for example, if I write 2.5 gigahertz. Okay. So From the table, you might have understood that giga is 10 to the power 9. So gigahertz, that means the basic unit is your hertz. So it is nothing but 2.5 into 10 to the power 9 hertz. Okay, so 2.5 gigahertz can be represented as 2.5 into 10 to the power 9 hertz, because 1 gigahertz is equal to 10 to the power 9 hertz. Okay, so if we know the prefix that is used in a unit and its value, then we can represent it in any form, and it will help us in our calculation part as well, because sometimes we need to convert the units while doing the numericals. Okay, so these prefixes and their values are very important for us. Okay, students, today we have discussed some concepts on measurement. Hope you have understood everything clearly. If not, please go to the book, read it out properly and watch the video again. You would understand everything clearly. So for better understanding, you need to practice more and more. So keep practicing, keep revising, and most importantly, keep smiling.